What's going on with the mining world at the moment? Is it actually still profitable to mine? And can you actually really still make a decent profit from mining after especially deducting your electricity costs? All this and more on That Techo Guy. Stay tuned. Okay, so on That Techo Guy recently, you've seen me make a lot of videos on Rollercoin, but obviously this channel is not just about Rollercoin, although that is what I've been doing lately because the viewers seem to love that. Most of my subscribers seem to love Rollercoin as well, and I'm not going to stop making the Rollercoin videos because it's a cool, great game. However, the channel is a varied channel. That Techo Guy is here to show you a bit about how to use technology in a fun and easy way, and that part of technology is also mining, cryptocurrency mining, actual cryptocurrency mining, which I haven't spoken about in some time. Now, has cryptocurrency mining been profitable lately? Is it still profitable? Has it just gone down and is no longer profitable because of the hardware costs, maybe because of electricity costs? Let's find out. And a great site I like to use to do my calculations on when seeing if I want to mine or not cryptocurrencies is whattomine.com. So on my screen here, you can see what to mine, and I am on the GPU section. Obviously, you can check out the ASIC section as well if you have ASIC miners, which I don't. And I'm just going to stick with GPUs like I've always done because that is what I mine with. Plus, it's more energy efficient in a way, but it obviously depends on which coins you want to mine as well. ASIC miners can be efficient in the sense that they will burn quite a bit of power but give you quite a bit of return if the coins remain profitable. The only issue with the ASIC miners, which are specific miners for particular cryptocurrency algorithms and coins, is that if that coin, that particular algorithm or coin no longer are profitable, then you can't use that ASIC miner for anything but a doorstop. So GPUs you can kind of play games with, do video editing with, rendering with. You can do a lot of things with GPUs. You can even resell them at a decent return, and it's not going to be a waste of money. So I like to focus on GPUs for these reasons. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rough calculation here, and I'm going to say that I've got two 3080 NVIDIA GPUs, okay? These are going to be default settings, so take this with a pinch of salt because you can actually fine tune. Check out my other videos on how you can overclock your GPUs and fine tune them even better to use less power and get more mining speed and efficiency, okay? Because this is just going to be the default using a plus 100 and a plus 500 with 65% TDP, and for ET hash it's got 0 and plus 500, okay? So when we're saying plus 100 plus 500, that means plus 100 on the core and plus 500 on the memory. I used to go higher than that, I believe. So check out my videos on that. The 65 TDP is pretty much what I used to use. Sometimes I used to go a bit higher than that. And it all depends on your different brand of graphics cards. I've got like a Palette Game Rock Overclocked Edition 3080 as well, but I've also got Gigabyte 3080s as well. And they all use different timings. They all use different kind of settings when you're actually getting into mining and starting out. So it's not just because you've got a 3080 there, it's going to be the same across the board. It's going to be fairly similar in performance, but different dies, different boards, and it also comes down to a bit of silicon luck as well, will give you varied results, even if it's still the same type of video card model, okay? So I'm just going to say I've got two 3080s here, and I've got one 3060 Ti, which I do. I've got the MSI, the Iris 3060 Ti, and I'm just going to say that it's costing me 14 cents, that's dollars per kilowatt hour. So in euro, that would be around 12, I guess. So that's going to cost me around that for me, but these will vary for me. I don't just pay a fixed rate in electricity because the more I use, the more I will have to spend in electricity, because electricity where I am from goes up in tiers depending on how much consumption you actually have. Then you will fall in different tiers, and the higher the tier, the higher the cost you will pay. It goes up to 64 cents, I believe, but I never got that far because I don't use all that much in the entire year. So let's say the average is around 14 cents for the power consumption that I'll use with those 3 video cards, okay? So 3 graphics cards, okay? I've got 3 NVIDIA graphics cards in total there, 2 3080 and 1 3060 Ti. I'm just gonna click calculate. I'm gonna leave all the algorithms on and just calculate it, okay? So let's see what we can do here at the time of recording this video. Conflux, number 1. Here it's saying that I would get a profit before electricity of $4.88 per day. Not too bad. After deducting electricity, that will go down to $2.56. Now, this again is no financial advice. These coins will vary in price. Crypto markets are very volatile, so it's important for you to do your own research and check what you are actually going to mine. Now, when we're saying Conflux here, it's mining it directly, okay? You're mining it with your graphics card directly, okay? Conflux is a mineable coin, which is on the Octopus algorithm, and you can mine it directly, okay? You don't need to use unMineable, but you can use unMineable if your hardware does not support mining Conflux, maybe on Octopus. Maybe you can use a different algorithm. Maybe you can use your CPU as well to mine Conflux, and you can use unMineable to do that. So what unMineable would be doing is obviously mining a different coin. For example, for CPU, it would be mining on the RandomX algorithm. Most probably it would be the Monero coin, and then you'll be paid out by unMineable on Conflux, okay? You'll be paid out in Conflux from unMineable that way, but you're never actually mining it directly on unMineable. Here, these statistics and what you're seeing here, the estimated profit and revenue that you're going to make, is actually going to be when you're mining it directly with your GPU. And you can find several pools to do that, and I'll make even more videos on how you can actually do that as well, so stay tuned for those, okay? I do have other videos out there, so do check out my entire channel, because I've got a couple of mining videos. I've even got videos on how you can overclock your graphics cards and even change the thermal pads on your graphics cards to get better performance as well when mining. So to answer the question of is mining still profitable in December of 2023, the answer is yes, it is still profitable. Obviously, it depends on your electricity costs. Yours might be more or less, but here it's giving me a solid $2.50 of profit each and every day after deducting electricity costs. Now, tomorrow we might wake up and the price of Conflux might go down. It might go even higher. So difficulty might be even harder as well. So this is all dependent on what you're seeing in front of you at the moment. There's the difficulty, okay? That's going to make up a large amount of how much you're going to earn. The more people on the network, the less of Conflux you're going to actually earn. So the estimated rewards in 24 hours in the day here is saying that I'm going to get approximately around 25 Conflux, okay? And if we actually check out the price of Conflux, or we can actually do 488 in this case, divided by that 25.19, then we'll know actually the price of Conflux, okay? But we can actually check it out on CoinMarketCap right here. And if we just search for CFX, which is Conflux, okay, this is the price at the time of recording this video, and it's currently at 19 cents. That's USD dollars, okay, so 19 USD dollar cents, and that is pretty much giving us the 25 Conflux there. So if we actually do that 19 and we actually do 0.19 times 20.1, and that's giving you 476. Here it's saying 488, roughly here and there, okay? So that is basically it. It's deducting around $2.30 in my case for electricity costs. So that is basically it. In a nutshell, mining is still profitable. So if we go down a bit further here, we can see you can also do that here. And there is the Neurai XNA, which is also slightly profitable at the moment. And this is using obviously the default settings. Probably I could get a bit more. So here it's saying if I actually mine on the ET hash algorithm, not Octopus. So if I go on, for example, unMineable and I use ET hash, it's saying it's going to give me 256 mega hash per second for those 3 video cards. Now I remember that I used to get with one 3080 around 104 mega hash per second with just one 3080. So 104 plus 104 would be 208, and the remaining would be the 3060 Ti, which approximately used to give me, I believe, around 50 or 60. Now remember as well that you might have 3080s that might be LHR cards, which might be limited and might limit your hash rate, okay? LHR is hash rate limited when you're mining on the ET hash algorithm and other algorithms, but I don't believe it used to apply for the Octopus algorithm if you're mining this directly. Now, just for the sake of it, I'm going to go to the unMineable website as well, and I'm going to compare, and I'm going to say, listen, I'm using 620 watts. I'm going to use exactly the same numbers I have here, and I'm going to plug them into unMineable, and I'm going to say, instead of mining it directly with Octopus, I'm going to use ET hash, and I'm going to see how much that will actually give me from unMineable as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the coin section here of unMineable, and I'm just going to type in conflux here. Just go there, and here we can see that we can use all of these different algorithms. There is also the new Carlson hash, which you can actually use on unMineable, okay? Here it was saying it's going to give me 256. I'm just going to use the same, okay? So I'm just going to find ET hash. You can just move here. There are loads more. There's for ASIC as well, and there will be for the CPU at the very end normally. ETC hash, ET hash, and there's RandomX for your CPUs if you want to try with your CPUs. So ET hash. Obviously, just to point this out, with your CPU it's going to take much longer, okay? Even if it's an AMD CPU, it's going to take much longer than a graphics card in most cases. The powerful AMD Ryzen CPUs are the best for mining coins, okay? Those are the best CPU miners when it comes to mining crypto. So ET hash, I'm just going to go down here. I'm just going to put in my ET hash mega hash per second, and it's 256 according to unMineable, okay? And here it's saying, look at the difference here with ET hash, okay? Now this is not mining directly on Octopus. So if I were to mine through unMineable, then 256 mega hash per second will give me 2.93 conflux per day. And I'm still going to be using the same amount of electricity anyway. So that's not giving me much at all. 256 mega hash on ET hash, okay? None whatsoever. Total big difference, okay? When here it's saying if I mine it directly on Octopus, it'll give me 25 coins. That's 10 times more almost, okay? So just be mindful of these things. If you can actually mine it directly, mine it directly. Just for the sake of it, Octopus here is saying I can do 202 mega hash with 690 watts. So 202 mega hash, just to compare it like with like, just through unMineable, I'm just going to go to the, let's see, ET, and then we're going to go to Octopus, okay? And it was saying that I'll get 202. This is 18, okay? So bear in mind, unMineable need to make a profit as well, okay? So it's always worth it to find a pool, direct pool, and mine conflux on that direct pool, okay? I'm comparing like with like here. Octopus on unMineable, what to mine is saying the best case scenario, depending on the pools obviously, okay? You're gonna get 25, okay? unMineable 18.13 per day, okay? So just keep these things in mind. Also on unMineable, you can actually put in a referral code. Remember, they're actually charging you 1% here as well. The standing mining fee is 1%, but you can reduce that to 0.75% by using a referral code. And I'm going to leave mine in the description below this video so you can use that and reduce that pool fee as well, okay? So that can go down to 0.75 when you actually put in that code. You just need to put in your addresses here. I've shown how to do this in multiple videos on my channel, so do check them out. You reduce it to 0.75 by adding hash and my referral code after your worker name in your script, okay? So be sure to use that hash and my referral code, which is down in the video description below, and it's going to pop up on your screen right now as well. So you can use that to reduce your mining fee and actually be accumulating a little more CFX as well in this case, okay? So it's almost there, okay? It's saying on what to mine is 25, okay? Here, if you're going to reduce that fee, you're going to get a little bit more. So here and there, we're there, okay? So if you just can mine it directly, do mine it directly. That's the whole point. But you might not have a video card with a minimum of 4 gigabytes. Nowadays, most people do, but you might not. You might have something with less, and you might want to try that out. They all have different requirements. So if you like, for example, check out, I don't know, ET hash normally requires at least 8, okay? So you can try Z hash, for example, that requires, for example, a minimum of 3. So check out these requirements first, okay? And then you can check, for example, Zel hash, that requires a minimum of 3 as well. So check these out, experiment, try them all, and see what results you get. Here, for example, for VRAPAL, you have 6 gigabytes of minimum VRAM requirements, okay? If I just go back to ET hash, okay, the minimum is 6 gig as well, but I would recommend 8 for that, because that's always, the file is always growing, okay? So just check out these things, check out the average time between rewards as well, because that's going to make a difference for you. Be sure to keep all these statistics in mind when you're actually mining, okay? Try the different miners. Normally I like to use Phoenix miner, and I used to like to use T-Rex as well, okay? I might actually start giving this a shot since it is a bit profitable now as well, and accumulate some Conflux. The difference between actually buying the coin and mining, we've been through this discussion a few times before as well, is that you don't actually have to fork out all that money in one go to accumulate all the coins in one go. The cost here will be, unless you don't have the hardware, you have to obviously purchase the hardware. But assuming that you already have video cards that are quite decent, maybe a 3070 at least, or a 3060, okay, then you can actually just mine away, and then when your electricity bill comes in a month or 2 months for some people, then that is where you will pay for the Conflux that you've actually mined. But obviously you'll be paying for your entire house electricity bill, and not just for your mining efforts either. So you'll be literally just kind of having a small loan in that sense of actually accumulating the coins before you're actually paying for them, okay? So potentially you'll be making even more money until the electricity bill comes. So in my opinion, that's where the advantage of mining comes in, because you don't have to fork out the cash, especially if you've already got the hardware. And the hardware you can obviously resell as well in the case of graphics cards, even CPUs and things like that. So in that case, you can just go ahead and accumulate them slowly, okay? You don't need to kind of just go, oh, I'm going to go on an exchange now, and I'm just going to purchase like 100 Conflux coins all at once, okay? You don't need to fork out that cash all at once, okay? Again, this is no financial advice. It's up to you which coin you want to mine, which coin you want to purchase, if any, but I'm never giving you any financial advice on these things, because the markets are really volatile. So it's very, very important, and I know that I'm repeating and stressing this point, that you do your own research and check what the coins and different tokens have to offer before you actually start getting invested in them and committing yourself, especially with a lot of money and buying loads of hardware just to mine those coins, okay? So be very careful out there, take it easy, do your research. By time, things will start to accumulate as well. You'll start to get different coins, you'll start to get a lot more knowledge on how to fine-tune your hardware and actually make even more in the long run as well. It does take a lot of patience and time, so you need to keep that in mind as well, okay? This is not for everyone. I mean, some people just say, what the hell, I'm just going to buy the coin and that's it. I don't care. I'm just going to buy it, leave it there, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not going to go through the hassles of getting hardware. You can go down that route if you like as well. But mining is also a great and fun way to use technology, and which can potentially give you significant rewards as well in the future. It's not guaranteed, but it is possible as well. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to show you today, especially on what to mine here. There are a couple of coins here that are profitable, 17 cents. There's Claw as well. I don't want to ramble on and on. You can check these out depending on your hardware, at your leisure. You can fine tune the results in the boxes as well. And let me know what you think about this video in the comments below, and let the whole community know as well. Are you mining anything at the moment? Are you actually making a profit? Let us know. Let everyone know down in the comment section below as well. Thank you for watching this video. I apologize, it was a bit too long. I haven't done a mining video for quite some time, but mining is very much alive and more videos will be coming from me on mining as well, and loads of other subjects like 3D printing, for example, as well. So stay tuned for those. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so down below, smash the like button and hit that notification bell to be notified about new videos when they do come out on my channel. And until next time, take very good care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.